like, you aren't gonna have a calculator in your pocket everywhere you go. Well, we do. And
Yeah.
teach us how to use the tools at our disposal and how to dissect the world more than just information.
You think if you don't understand the mathematical concepts behind addition and subtraction, that calculator can give you the right answer to a test, but not to life in general.
I'm saying learn the methodology behind things. I'm not arguing that there's no methodology that needs to be learned. But that helps in that that process of,
I think what
That's
you're
actually
talking about is the higher level mathematics where you don't, like, they're like, nope, can't use your calculator, and at that point, it's like,
well, I'm talking about education in general. I think math is probably the least apropos example for what I'm saying, but, I'll shut up.
We should talk about this in order to
Yeah,
cover
I-
this topic. Okay.
Oh, Faith, I'm not done. I was finishing a sentence and then I forgot about it.
Forgot about what?
What I was
the
gonna say.
sentence.
Who would he say?
I'm just gonna draw an arrow to the other side. Just draw-
Wait, are we Waco right
Wait, what does
now?
that mean?
I don't know. That means I
What
forgot.
does that
what I was
mean?
gonna say.
So excited.
Faith. Oh, I just spelled it Faith.
Wow, that's so, my sister used to pronounce my name like that. Like, some people would do that, some people would say faith, like with another F at the end.
THs
And
are
then
hard.
some people would say fate, as in like they can't pronounce TH, you know, like putting your tongue between your
This
teeth.
is very interesting because the homework that I'm going to assign you is watching somebody talk about this very thing.
Wow. Pronouncing
For
THs.
just, yes,
Are you serious?
very serious.
That's very
It's
odd.
only maybe 15, well, actually 30 seconds of the discussion, but yeah, it comes up.
Yeah, it's funny.
Very
It took me
popular
a long
topic.
time to be okay with people pronouncing my name wrong because everyone used to do it like they didn't know how to read or write, so.
Faith, are you recording?
It is recording.
I'm ready when you are.
Alright. So, you guys all live in Waco, right? Yes, so glad you do. I grew up in Waco. Both of my parents were at Baylor and they met because they were both on the track team here. And my mom started needing someone to get her a ride to work, or to church. And so people always knew that my dad was like always going to church, so they told her to start asking him. And so they started hanging out because they were just friends and they would go to church every week together. And that's how they met and started becoming good friends and also got married. So, Waco native, and I love Waco so much. I want to stay here for the rest of my life. It's a great place to raise a family, so hopefully whoever becomes lucky guy wants to be here too and raise our kids. So, when I came to Baylor, I didn't realize how much I loved Waco and being in Texas in general until I heard people complaining about Waco. Okay, like literally, like what are you even here for if you don't want to, like, why are you complaining about Waco? You go to school here, like leave if you don't want to be here, literally. Because like, it makes it more fun when people actually want to be in Waco. And so, the problem is, I'm always hearing people complaining about living in Waco and being in Texas. And so, my solution today is why you should actually want to be in Waco and it's a great place to live. Okay, so number one, Baylor University, sing 'em always, is a great school, great community, brings lots of jobs. That's actually the second most thing that creates jobs for people in Waco is Baylor. Like the highest employment thing is Baylor because they give you jobs, right? So that's the first reason why Waco is so cool. It's because Baylor's here, lots of students, so it's a really good place to meet young people, and there's always people around, okay? So another reason why Waco is really cool is because of all the different tourist attractions inside. So we have, Waco didn't actually used to be this cool before Fixer-Upper, before Magnolia. Waco was boring, no one came here for that, right? So then you could maybe been allowed to complain about Waco, but now it's super amazing because of all the different things like Magnolia, Waco tours. It's like a bus, and they used to do horseback riding, and they do a river cruise, and they take you all around these different places and teach you about the history of Waco. So, second reason why Waco is really cool. the third reason why Waco is really cool is because there's lots of free stuff to do around here, okay? If you wanna have fun in Waco, you don't have to drive to Austin to go do whatever fun thing there is in Austin. You can have fun right here in Waco just by getting a little bit creative, okay? So, like the park, Cannon Park is really fun. Did you know you can actually get into the main barn for free if you just show your ID? That's not just for other students. MCC and TSCC students can get into the main barn for free. Also, just literally walk around, show your ID. You get discounts for lots of things. You can go to the movies cheaper. You basically, like, especially with vouchers that are happening right now because of COVID, you can get like literally your whole meal for free just for being in Waco, for going to Baylor. So that's really cool. I read a study by this guy named Blake Glamour who talked about the benefits of like living in a college town, and a lot of it is because of, you know, their football stadium and other sports stadiums that are around, and it just creates like a entertainment and like family atmosphere because everyone gets together to come see Baylor games or other games like that, and so it just works really well to be in a town with where there's lots of people who like to watch sports. The same guy wrote another study about how cool it is to like live around with like college campus apartments and things like that, or living off campus with college community, because it's, once again, young people, you love life, and it's just fun to be around these kind of people. So the third study that I found talked about how being happy is something that has to do with where you live, and so it makes a difference because when you're with people who actually like want to be there, with people who are excited about life, like college students, it just makes you happier. It makes you want to be more excited about things. So Waco's really cool. It's awesome. You might be wondering where my visual aid